class 6 chapter 8 body movements, right? Sit absolutely still. Observe the movement taking place in your body. You must be blinking your eyes time to time. Observe the movement in your body as you breathe. There are so many movements that happen in our bodies. So when we sit still, we can feel the body movements, right? So that's why in this chapter we need to observe what types of body movement that take place in our body. When you are writing in your notebook, which part of the body are you moving? Or when you turn and look at your friend, different parts of your body move while you remain at the same place. In this example, you also move from one place to another. You get up and go to your teacher or to the school compound or go home after school. You walk, run, skip, jump and move from place to place. So these all are known as the movement, and that is done by the body, right? So for example, we need to go from one place to another. We need to either walk, run, skip, jump, right? That allows us to move from one place to another. Let us see how animals move from one place to another by filling up table 8.1 after discussing with your friends, teachers and parents. So here in 8.1, these are descriptions of the animals. Cow move by legs, walk. Snake whole body, they slither, right? Bird use their wings to fly from one place to another, and the same way humans and the fish. Human use their leg to move from one place to another, right? And fish has a special design shape, right, to move in under the water. Walk, run, fly, jump, creep, crawl, slither and swim. These are only a few of the ways in which animals move from one place to another. Why are there so many differences in the way that animals move from place to place? Why is it that many animals walk while a snake slithers or a crawl and a fish swims? So every animal does movement according to the place where it belongs to, right? So every animal has a different movement from one place to another. Human body and its movement. Let us look closely at some of our own movement to begin with. Before looking at all the varieties of the movement in animals, do you enjoy physical exercise at school? How do your movement move your hands and legs while doing different exercise? So the different exercise we need to move our different body parts. Let us try some of the many movements our body is capable of. Ball an imaginary ball at an imaginary wicket. How did you move your arms? Did you rotate it at the shoulder in the circular movement? Did your shoulder also move? Lie down and rotate your leg at the hip. Bend your arms at the elbow and the leg at the knee. Stretch your arms sideways. Bend your arms to touch your shoulder with your fingers. Which part of your arm did bend? Straighten your arm and try to bend it downwards. Are you able to do it? Right. So different body parts like our hands, legs, we need to try to bend it. Right. At certain point it does bend, but not on the other way around. So try to move the various parts of your body and record their movements in table 8.2. Why is it that we are able to move a few parts of our body easily in a various direction and some only in a one direction? Why are we unable to move some parts at all? Right? So this is activity 1, where you just ask your friend to use a scale, right, attached to his elbow and ask him to bend. Right? What will happen to it? You just need to observe and write it down in your observation. Did you notice that we are able to bend or rotate our body in place where two parts of our body seems to be joined together, like elbow, shoulder or neck? These places are called joints. Can you name more such joints in our body has no joints? Do you think it would be possible for us to move in any way at all? So first of all, wherever you see that the two parts are joined together, they are known as the joints, and because of this joint we are able to move. If there is no joint, we are not able to move. So what exactly is the joint together at these joints? Press your finger against the top of your head, face, neck, nose, ear, back of the shoulder, hands and legs, including the fingers and toes. Do you get a feel of something hard pressing against your fingers? The hard structure are the bones. Repeat this activity on the other parts of your body. So many bones that you can find by doing this exercise. Bones cannot be bent. So how do we bend our elbow? It is not one long bone from the upper arm to our wrist. It is a different bone joined together at elbow similarly. There are many bones present in each part of the body. We can bend or move our body only at those points where the bones meet. There are different types of joints in our body to help us carry out a different movement and activities. Let us learn about them, some of them, right? So what we see inside our skin is the bone, right? The hard part. Now they are connected or joined with each other. Our movement is because of these joints. Now we have to understand that how these joints work. So there are different activities and different movement that we do every day. So first one is ball and socket joint, right? So ball and socket joint is like an activity to roll a strip of a paper into a cylinder, make a small hole in an old rubber or a plastic ball and push the paper cylinder into it, and now shown in figure 8.2. You can also stick a cylinder on a ball. Put the ball in a small bowl. Now does the ball rotate freely inside the bowl? Does the paper cylinder also rotate? Right, so as it's shown in the 8.2, you can see that they move freely in a one direction. Now imagine that the paper cylinder is your arm and the ball is its end. The ball is like a part of your shoulder to which your arm is joined. The rounded end of one bone fits into the cavity, hollow space, of the other bone. Such a joint allows the movement in all directions. Can you name another such joint you can think of recollecting the body movement? We tried at the beginning of this section. So other one is that a ball and socket joint where the thigh bones are attached to the hip, right? So this is how the ball and socket joint moves our hand, our shoulder and hand, and our leg from the thigh. Next one is pivotal joints. The joints where our neck joins the head is a pivotal joint. It allows to bend our head forward and backward and turn the head to our right or left. Try these movements. How are these movements different from those our arms that can rotate a complete circle in its ball and socket joint? In a pivotal joint, a cylindrical bone rotates in the ring.